already in here. I just now let me get my phone ready here so I can keep up with the chat. I'm on time though, just barely because I had a text message. Let me get. See, I don't know if anybody else is in here yet. I'm trying to find me on here. I mean, I'm on. Shoot, let me do it the easy way. Hold on a minute. I'll catch up to you guys. Here we go. All right. I hope everybody's doing good tonight. I appreciate everybody that's come in so far. What have I got? 6 in here with 6 thumbs up already. Yeah, Hojo, woohoo. Let's go. That's right. Hey, Jimmy. What's up, buddy? I got your text. But I was getting ready to go live right when you texted me. Jimmy saying, hey to Hojo. Hojo saying, what's new, Jim? Angie Sue saying, hey, Angie Sue. Hey, Connie Spencer, how you doing? Leslie, what's up? I take it I got that math question right on Facebook. Of course, I saw your message before you said I did, but I didn't know if that was one of them like trick questions or what. Gary Table retire. I get tongue tied on your name, Gary. Good Lord. Gary, retired cable guy. What's up, babe? Thanks for coming in. Jimmy saying I sent you that because I knew you was going to get excited. Yeah, I was definitely already excited about tonight. Hey, Fred and Connie. Hey, how are y'all doing? Jimmy saying live for Mountain Folk. What's up, Fred and Connie? He's saying hey to them. Dry Creek Home Collections. Hey, Rob Denise, how are y'all doing? They're saying hey to everybody. Okay, Gary, I can do that. I got to remember and the Mrs. T. Yeah, the one the Tana. I think I can't never now pronounce her name right. I don't guess. So I gotta just call her T. So I can do that, Gary. I'll just say Gary or Mr. Gary's fine. Mr. Gary. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. So, anyhow, what about that Tennessee Alabama game? I got my orange still on. As far as that game, that was something else. Everybody's still saying hi to everybody. Yeah, I'll let while y'all are saying hey to everybody. Let's see, what was it I was gonna tell y'all? I was gonna tell y'all something. Now I done forgot because I got so dang excited. I forgot now what it was I was gonna. There's a story I was gonna tell you. Now my mind went blank. Hopefully it'll come to me here in a minute. Can't remember now what it was. Let's see. DP Mart. Hey, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. John Asper. Good evening, Jeff and Tootsie from Columbus, Ohio. It's cold up here. It's 40, and we have rain and snow. We didn't get any rain or snow, but the mountains undoubtedly got some snow this morning, and it's undoubtedly still snowing up there now. It was 30 8 here this morning, and then it's supposed to be down to I think like 30 in the morning here. So it's starting to get right. That's for sure. It's gonna be a little chilly in the morning. Uh, Make sure I didn't miss anybody as far as everybody still saying hey to everybody. Let's see. Hey, Angie Sue. Yeah, you're already in here. Okay. Duh. As we're going back through all the comments. Let's see. Oh yeah, I know one thing I was going to tell you. Now I don't know if tonight's live is going to be as good as last night's live with TME TV. Oh my lord, that pumpkin carving! Now that was something else. That was a good show last night. I enjoyed that live chat. I don't know that I can even compare, even come close to having a live chat like that. I mean, I know all y'all are on here to see this one here instead of me, but that's all right though. I don't care. Yes, John Esper saying it's cold up here in Ohio tonight, and then it's supposed to be in the lower 70s over the weekend. Yeah, it's supposed to be mid 70s here this weekend. I think it's supposed to warm up the Saturday, I think. Angie Sue, Tommy really did a great job carving the pumpkin. Yeah, he did. He did as quick as he did it too. That's what's crazy. I mean, he carved that sucker in no time, and I mean, I don't have that kind of talent. I mean, I could probably do. I've never done one, and probably could do one, but it would definitely take me a lot longer than what it did Tommy. I can tell you that right now. But I'm sitting here. I'm trying to remember what it was that I was going to bring up, and I'd be dadgum if my mind hadn't went blank on me. I guess it's a sign of getting old age. I don't know. Am I getting old, Tootsie? Am I getting old? I'm sure. What the heck was it that I was going to tell? I mean, it didn't have nothing to do with the leaves or anything like that. I can't remember now what it was, and I want to say it's something I saw on YouTube, but I can't remember now because I've tried to catch up on a lot of people's videos today, and so I watched a little bit of YouTube here in the last little while. Hey, Cindy Lou Who, how are you doing? Cindy saying hey to you. Yeah. I mean, I know that's probably Kentucky Wildcats colors, uh, Wildcat country, but that's why when she got groomed here, when she got groomed up in Pigeon Forge, that's the scarf that they put on her. I don't have her. I meant to throw her. Matter of fact, it's right there. Hold on 1 second for me. I can put because I know some of y'all probably hadn't seen this yet. I can't remember who all came on. The Kentucky Leisure. It's a YouTube crowd. They had made a comment on my golf cart video about getting Tootsie a matching collar. And I thought, man, that's a good idea. And sure enough, I got on Amazon and they had them. So I've got her a matching collar for the golf cart. And then I also went ahead while I was at it. I ordered an orange one that will match her Halloween costume. So when I'm over there at the campground next week, she'll have one that'll match her Halloween outfit. Let me get caught back up here. Uh, I go, Fred. I go a week from today. I leave a week from today to go back over there, and then I'll be over there for a week. You know, through Halloween. Hojo's asking Cindy what's new. Leslie saying hi to Cindy. Cindy saying hi to Hojo. Cindy saying hi to the Harvey Five. Leslie saying, "Is that antique phone on your wall behind you real?" Yes, it is real. It's not. It's not working right now because I did away with my home phone like over. Well, I guess probably around 20 years now ago, close to it. Uh, there was no use in me having a home phone when I got this. So I done away with that. But yes, it will work if I was to get a landline put back in here. It will work. It's like you said, it's not as antique as what my grandparents has got, but I guess it's classified antique now. uh, Fred saying hey to Cindy Lou Who. Cindy Lou Who saying hi back to Fred and Connie. Angie saying nice. Hojo, love those light up collars. I appreciate that, Hojo. Yeah, I was, whenever I found it, I was kind of excited too. And I got them Saturday. And like I said, I know I went live for just a little while Saturday right before the ball game. And because that's when she got them or when they came. And so I done a live show there right quick. Uh, Cindy Lou Who's saying hello to Dry Creek Home Collections. Scott, what's up? Hey, buddy. You not you got work tonight, Scott? Or are you off today, or what? Leslie saying the phone reminds me of my childhood. We don't have home phones either. Yeah, I mean it definitely reminds me of my childhood. Tootsie's hair was itching my chin. uh, Cindy Lou Who's saying hey to Scott. Scott saying hey to Cindy. Spaceman Dudley, what's up, buddy? Did you ever call Mayberry on that phone? So you're headed home, Spaceman? Yeah, no, I never did call Mayberry. I'm trying to even think that if I don't know that I called anybody on that phone actually when it was hooked up. I always was using the cordless phone. I don't know why. I never did use that phone, but like I said, I left it there for looks even after I done away with the home phone. Does Tootsie stay on your lap all the time, even when you're not live streaming? Uh, no, she eventually she'll quit sitting like this. She'll want to lay down. To be honest with you, she'll get right here beside me and lay down. So I'm kind of glad she's sitting up right now so everybody can see her. She ain't far from me though. I mean, whether I'm in here or in the bedroom, if I'm in the bedroom, then up on the bed she goes, but she usually just lays over on her side of the bed. I've got her like a little bed area made, and she'll go there and lay. Uh, but most of the time, if I'm not here though, then she's in this chair that I'm sitting in, and I've got a camera over here to where I can watch her and talk to her and all that. Because this was her chair when mom had her and stuff. Let's see. Let me get back up here. See. So I was just answering Leslie's question there. Jim Spencer saying kicking it country. What's up, Scott Buddy? Kicking it country says I'm at work now, 12 hours this week. Freezing my tail. Yeah, I know, Scott. I saw where it was 22 on Beach Mountain at 6 o'clock this evening. And it's 22 degrees up there, and I know you're not far from that. I know you're not as high up, but I know it's because it said it was like 30 in Boone, so I know you're at least 30 or lower right now. Fred Conley saying hey to Scott. Robin Denise is saying hello to Cindy Lou Who, and the Scott Hojo. I miss the days when we used the actual wall phone. Better time. Yeah, I know, Hojo, you're right. That reminds me too. I don't know if it'll. Yeah, it might. Hold on a minute, guys. Let me get Hojo up here. All right, Hojo, I just sent you a present. Uh, Scott's telling Jim he's doing good and asking how Jimmy's doing. And the reason I'm saying Jimmy is because I mean his YouTube says Jim Spencer, but once you meet him and get to know him, he actually goes by Jimmy. You know, for the ones that don't know, I know there's a few in here that know that he goes by Jimmy, but that's the reason you're hearing me say Jimmy. Uh, let's see. Scott's telling Jim he's okay. I read that part. Jimmy's saying he's doing well also to Scott. Scott saying hey to Spaceman. Scott said that's great, Jim. Scott saying hey to Leslie. Leslie saying hey to Scott. Scott saying hey to Hojo. Hojo saying what's up, Scott. Scott says it's 27 here and blowing a few flakes of snow. Yeah, I saw where it was still snowing up there too a little bit. That was a surprise to me when I saw that on the news today. Spaceman's asking Scott if he wants some hot chocolate or hot coffee. I bet he's probably wanting something hot right now. As cold as it is up there. Yeah, because that's cold, Hojo. That's right. Yeah, Scott just took the words right out of my mouth. He's telling Spaceman anything hot. DP Mark. Scott, they are paying for 12 hours for 3 hours of work tonight, right? Yeah. Yeah. Heck yeah. I do the least I can get away with. As cold as that is, that's too cold. That's what the old saying always goes, you know. When it gets that cold, you say it's colder than a well digger's butt. You know, they say the other word, but I'll keep it clean. You know, as much as I can. Y'all know me. But y'all are more than welcome to type whatever you want to on here. If somebody blocks it, let me know. I'll unblock it. Most everybody that comes in here though usually won't block somebody else. You know, if it's about Tootsie, then yeah, that's a little different. Something said about Tootsie, then yeah, you'll have to find another channel or something. I mean, as far as something bad about Tootsie. Let's see. Hojo says half and half for please at Spaceman. Spaceman hot buttered biscuits. Cindy Lou Who, oh, my kind of weather, kicking it country. Hate to tell you, I'm going to the West Coast tomorrow in Sarasota and Anna Marie Island beach time. Oh, cool. That's cool, Cindy. I hope it's warm over there, though. Sometimes it can get cold. I know they're in a warm spell right now, but sometimes it can get chilly over there on the West Coast. And I guess it depends on where you go. Yeah, I've heard that too, Leslie. Colder than a witch's titty in a brass bra. I say it for you. I don't care. I was thinking about that one too. But I've always heard that it's colder than a well digger's, you know, butt. But then on the flip side, I've heard it's hotter than a witch's boob. I hadn't heard the one that you just said. Lordy. Cindy's laughing. Hojo is envying Cindy. Yeah, I know it. Anybody that's going somewhere warm, I'm envying them too. Because I don't like cold weather. I do not like cold. I mean, if it's snowing outside, I'll take it. And that's the only way I'll enjoy cold weather. The Harvey Files laughing. Scott says, "Yeah, DP, that's the way we roll. Lucky I have a job where I can sit in the office and YouTube unless we're having trouble." Oh, that's cool, Scott. So you got an office, you got a desk job. That's all right there. Nothing wrong with that. Fred saying hello to Spaceman and Scott. Cindy Lou, who are we getting a cold front too? Hojo. Yeah, I saw where it's supposed to get like they're calling for frost and freeze all the way down to that the Gulf of Mexico, like a little bit of Florida where like Destin's at from there left all the way over to Texas is got warnings and stuff. I mean, that's how far the cold's going. That's crazy. As I saying, I'm surprised it let me even type that. Every time I type anything like that, YouTube blocks it. Yeah, I don't know what was up with that last night with the one that you showed me that you had put on there, but nobody else saw it. Because you didn't have nothing really spelled out, as far as the exact way. So I don't know why. I don't know why it done that. Maybe they was just monitoring Tommy more than they monitor me right now. Of course, he is, a whole lot more popular than me. TME TV is who I'm talking about, in case anybody, don't know. But I know everybody in here knows who I'm talking about that's in here right now, at least chatting. Hojo saying, yeah, if it's cold, then let it snow 4 feet. Yeah, well, I don't know about 4 feet, Hojo. That's a little much. I'll take, foot and a half. Foot and a half's about enough for me, and then I'm over it. I don't mind the 3 to 4 inches, and I'd take that all day long or whatever. And then what I'd really take all day long is where it snows in the morning and it's gone by the afternoon. I like them kind of snows where you can just play in it there, get your fix, and then Mother Nature takes care of it and you don't have to shovel nothing. And that's why I say, 3, 4 inches would be like perfect. But, when you get 6 inches or higher, then it starts becoming a mess on the aftermath. And that's the part that I hate the most. When we was kids, we always enjoyed it, and because we didn't have to be the ones to clean it up and fight with it. And Lord, when I got out of high school and got out in the real world, and that first snow come and I had to work out in it, I said, "Yep, I'm over this. I'm over the snow, big time." Scott saying Cindy pumped some of that warm air this way. Yeah, no kidding. Well, we're supposed to get warm weather though. By the weekend, Scott. That's what I'm been hearing at least. DP Mark Scott, God's good all the time, brother. That's right. That's right. All the time. Gary saying sure is cold. Cold front came in followed by a big behind. Yeah. Yeah. That's right, Gary. Cindy saying be glad too, Scott. Scott saying, yes, sir, DP, he is for sure. Yeah, amen to that. Scott saying, hey, Gary. Gary saying, hey, back to Scott. Scott saying hi at Dry Creek. Then he's asking how Fred and Connie are. DP Mark, everybody hit that thumbs up. It's for Tootsie. Yeah, it's for Tootsie. It's not for me, it's for her. I'm not hurting you. She's wanting to lay down, that's what it is. Look at the camera right there. Look at the camera right there. You see the camera? I got to be able to feed her somehow or another. Fred and Connie's chilling right now. Let's see, and tomorrow night, Fred and Connie, are y'all going to do trivia night again tomorrow night? And then that way the ones that's on here, we'll know if you'll be live tomorrow night or not. Spaceman Dudley, y'all have a good night. Just got home from work. I'm beat. I understand, Spaceman. I mean, it's Tuesday and people work and everything. And I know I'm sure you are beat down from a long day's work stuff. I appreciate you stopping in, though. Really do. I hope your wife's still doing good, also. I know you said she's feeling a little better. Just let her know. Still got her in my prayers and everything. And hope she keeps on getting to feeling better, also, buddy. Uh, Scott said, now that I have to get out and go to work, I would like snow on Christmas than 65 to 70 is good to me. Yeah, yeah, right. I'm with you. Scott saying, have a good one, Spaceman. DP's telling Spaceman to have a good night. DP Mart's telling Scott to be careful out there. So I'm caught up now at the moment. Uh, I figured, well, I didn't figure, but I'm sure after a while, I know Dennis Jackson will probably come in here. I know they're camping at one of their local campgrounds right now for the whole month, and I'm sure Teresa's sitting by a big old fire right now, what we call a Teresa fire. She likes them. She likes building them great big old fires and stuff. I'm petting you. You ain't got to reach out for me. Yes, I'm petting you. I know. I know Tommy's working tonight, so I know. I don't know if Teresa will be on here or not. Uh, I'm still. Oh, I know what it was. I was going to tell you guys. Let me read Scott's here right quick. He said, yes, supposed to be back in the 60s here Saturday. The boys' last football game is Saturday. Okay. I know, hey, Scott, right quick. I know me and you had plans Saturday. I mean, I'm still good if you want to still do something Saturday, during the day or night or whatever's good. I know you said they had a ball game on Saturday now. Or maybe we can shoot for. Well, no, Sunday won't work because I know you got preaching and then you do your show on Sunday too. Uh, but text me or you can tell me on here if we need to change something up, then we can wait till November because I'll definitely after next week when I go to Pigeon Forge for Halloween, depending on the weather, whether I stay into November a little bit, that'll depend on the weather. Other than that, once I'm home, then I'm home. Camping will be done. I'll clean it up, clean it out, put it up on jacks, cover it up, and then Lunatic will be done till March or April, one of the two. Uh, when are you going to do your pumpkin carving? I don't have a pumpkin to carve. I'd have to go get one. I'm not really going to be here for Halloween. I'm going to be over at Pigeon Forge for Halloween. I've got something in the works. It's not anything to do with pumpkins, but I've got something in the works for Halloween, but I'm not gonna spill the beans on that yet. But no, what I was gonna tell y'all right quick was I was watching YouTube last night. I've been watching scary movies because Halloween coming up and stuff, and I was watching the a live show about the Michael Myers latest movie, Halloween Ends, and just watching people chat and they're jawing about the movie. And of course, I've seen it, so I knew what all they was talking about and all the theories and yada yada. Well, anyhow, they made a comment, or they started talking about what other movies that they'd seen and hadn't seen, and they made a comment about one of them being like real gory. Well, I've seen the Saw movies, like Saw 1, Saw 2. I'm pretty sure I've watched every one of those, and they're pretty gory. Well, undoubtedly, it don't hold a candle to the one that I watched last night that I found out. It's called The Terrifier. And undoubtedly, it came out back in 2017. Never had heard about it. I've watched it. There's two parts, undoubtedly. I've watched the first one. It's got Saw beat. Or it's right there at it. It's crazy of the stuff that was dreamed up on it. If you don't like blood and guts and crazy stuff, then you don't need to watch that. But that's what I was going to tell y'all. It's called The Terrifier. and then there's a part 2 that had come out, and I might watch it tonight, maybe, and I might save it for this weekend. But that's what it was I was going to tell you guys. I knew it was on YouTube. I knew I'd seen it on YouTube. Brain. Let's see. Okay, I'll let you know Thursday. If we don't work this weekend, then we're good. If I do, then we'll play in November. Okay, yeah. So you'll find out Thursday whether if you got to work Saturday or not. So their football game must be during the day then. Yeah, that's fine. You can let me know Thursday, let me know Friday. I mean, like I say, I don't have anything planned until Tuesday. So I just whenever you want to shoot me a text, I'm good with whatever. Also, bud. Cindy Lou, who Saw movies are very good. Yeah, Cindy, I like horror too. I love the Saw movies because I mean they put a storyline to it. Even the ones they made afterwards. I mean, it was one of them deals where you had to watch them all to kind of know what was going on. What I love about it is the kind of mind, and Joshy, I know he's not on here, but he's made comments to me. He's like, I can't figure out how your brain thinks sometimes, talking about me. Well, that's me with the Saw movies, is how does people dream up that kind of stuff that they show in that movie? That's what blows my mind, as far as, just how you can dream something like that up. I guess you got to have a twisted mind. I mean, I don't think I've got a twisted mind, but I know I've got a crazy mind. Come here, sit down, so that way they can still see you. Yeah, it's on. Cindy, it's on. I was on YouTube watching a Michael Myers live chat about the Halloween Ends movie. The movie though, it might be on YouTube. YouTube usually blocks movies, or you have to either rent them or buy them. But that's the other thing I was going to tell you. Whoever wants to watch it, I figured out you can go, if you've got Microsoft or whatever, you can get on Bing and just search it, and then whenever it pulls up the list or the page or whatever, you'll see videos down at the bottom. There's one, they showed 4 or 5 if I remember right, but there's one, and I think it's the first one on the left. You can click on it and you watch it for free. Doesn't cost the whole movie. No advertisements. No, it's like being at the darn movie theaters. It starts off until it ends. Don't have to fool with no ads jumping in the way. I mean, I just got lucky stumbling up on that. And then, I don't by no means claim to be tech savvy, but I did figure out on my own, with my live shows now, whenever I get off of here, it's going to upload and it's going to be public. I figured out how to do all that. Undoubtedly, YouTube has unlocked another feature on my channel. Now, that could have happened on all y'all's too, but I got a notification about something being unlocked on mine where I can, something about advanced mode or something. That could have happened to everybody, but I got that notification, and I saw where there was something else that I could do to my channel and this and that, but I hadn't fooled with none of that because I'm not trying to get crazy fancy with mine. I just want it to where I can do what I'm doing now, upload it. I don't have to sit here and fiddle with a bunch of buttons, and whoever wants to watch can watch. Whoever don't care. Hell, I even lost a subscriber today, but I don't care. It's just because I was on there doing all that other stuff. I happened to see it. But, says I got 215, I think last I checked. 215, I'm happy. Because it's the majority of y'all that's in here now. And that's all I need. That's all I want. I don't, if I get more, I get more. If I don't, that don't bother me one bit. I know this one right here is loved enough. I'm not too worried about it. I mean, I just don't, like I said, I'm I'm gonna probably do more of these lives than I am videos, just because to me, I have more enjoyment out of this versus shooting a video. That's just me. And, I mean, some people might not like me saying that, and I know that they don't look at it that way, which is completely fine too. But that's just me, though. And these other things I enjoy. Uh, let's see. Scott says there's a documentary about Pennywise, and a thought behind it. Haven't seen it yet, but it's on my to-do watch list. I love documentaries. Amber says I'm an old man. Scott, you ain't nowhere near old. Kicking it country saying, laughing at Cindy. Uh, or I think that might be, well, he's laughing, but talking about her liking the horror movies, and then Cindy saying, exactly, Jeff. Scott saying, what's the name of that movie? Oh, Scott, it's called Terrifier. And then there's a Terrifier Part 2. Now, I haven't seen Part 2, but I've seen where it's just called Terrifier. And I don't want to give anything away because I know some of y'all might want to watch it, that enjoy stuff like that. But I'm giving you a heads up, though. It's like a Saw movie, though. You're going to see some crazy stuff in it. I mean, there was one scene there that I didn't know. I knew something was going to happen, but I didn't know I didn't guess what it showed. I mean, it was worse than what I was expecting. I'll just put it that way. John Esper, Jeff, you need to go to Bucky's and get Tootsie a sweater. Tootsie's already got sweaters. Yeah, she's got, they're in the other room over here. Yeah, she's got winter coats. She's got a rain jacket right here behind me. Well, right here's some of her sweaters right here. Here, sit down. Her raincoat, that's her raincoat. Yeah, she ain't spoiled. She's not spoiled by no means. But that's her rain jacket. And then here's one of her winter sweaters that Mama had gotten her. And then I bought this one for last year at the Three Bears store in Pigeon Forge. And I know it's going to be backwards to you guys, but it says Santa's Little Helper. And that's the one that I'll have her in, probably like the month of December, something like that, when she's outside in the cold. And then I think she's got one more, and it's in the other room. But yeah, but she's not spoiled though. She's not spoiled. Bless her heart. You got a rough life, don't you? You got a rough life, don't you? Let's see. Let me get caught back up here. John, let's see. Yeah. Now, if Bucky's has a sweater for dogs, I didn't. When I went to the one in Florence, I mean, I looked around, but I didn't look everywhere. But I know the one up in Kodak up above Pigeon Forge, I know it'll be opened up by summertime. It's supposed to be. I'll try to hunt one when I go to that one, if I can remember that long. Let's see. Cindy Lou, who's saying interesting, Scott. Scott saying, hey, John. Cindy Lou, who's telling John Esper hello. Paul Collin. Hey, Paul, what's up? Hey, you're Jeff's first subscriber, not me. Jeff, Vacation Station TV's first subscriber, if I'm not mistaken. And of course, I met you in person at the Goat Coaster too, also. And I was glad to meet you. That was exciting there because I know you were the first subscriber to his channel. If I'm telling that right, you can let me know. Scott saying, yes, lives are a lot more fun than videos. Yeah, exactly. I agree with you 100%. Now that I've started doing it, I'm getting used to it. Cindy Lou Who's saying hi to Paul. Paul saying hi, Cindy. Scott saying hey to Paul. Paul saying hey to Scott. Angie Sue saying ah sweet. Talking about Tootsie here. Her sweaters. Yes, sit up here where they can see you. Yeah, Scott. Yeah, Tootsie has snow boots. Yeah, she's got her snow boots are outside right here, but she's got snow boots. I need to get them out and get them ready. Uh, Scott saying hey to Angie. Angie saying hello, kicker. I like that kicker. Then she says sorry, spell check. Now that's actually pretty good, Angie, because I knew who you was talking about. Kicking the country, kicker. Paul saying, "Yep, I seen you there. Yeah, I was Jeff and Maurice's first sub. Yep, I thought I was right on that. Hey, Virginia Alexander, can't stay but stopping in to say hi, watching game. Hearts to you and Tootsie. Well, I appreciate you stopping in, Virginia. I appreciate that. Thank you. Um, yeah, go back and watch the rerun here after a while if you want to. That's up to you. There really ain't been a whole lot of stuff talked about. Cindy LaHoo says Tootsie is spoiled like my 7 dogs. 60 dog t-shirts, sweaters, and footwear, plus Halloween costumes. That's the only way to do it, Cindy. I mean, she don't have that much. Like I said, I know she's got 3 sweaters, for sure. Then of course she's got I've only bought her the one sweater. All the rest of the stuff, Mama had already. Here, sit on this side so they can see you. Mama had already had all. Get up here. Get back up here. Come here. Get up here. Come on. Hold on a minute. Get up here. Come here. Come here. Get up here. There you go. Mama had a lot of the stuff already, bought beforehand, but I did get her the Santa one. What are you growling at? You ain't tired. I know you ain't tired. You slept all day. But she got the rain jacket, and then I've got her a couple of leashes. Then I did buy her those snow boots because I knew she'd been out in the snow before, but not out in it to play in it, just to potty, and that was it. Uh, Other than that, that's about all other than squeaky toys. She's got a few, what's not been destroyed yet. Let's see. Let me get caught back up here. Cindy Lou Hoot, let's see. Paul called Jeff. Did you pull your trailer out of Pigeon Forge? It don't really stay in Pigeon Forge, Paul. The only time I've left it up there and me not there was back in April or March, the end of March and April, and it's only because I was there in March and it was only going to be like a week and a half, and I was going back, so I was able to just leave it at the campground until I got back. But all the other times, though, yeah, whenever I leave, my camper's going with me as far as when it's checkout time. So, I mean, I'm going to have to make 2 trips again next week because I'll have the camper to pull and then the golf cart to take up. So I'll do 2 trips, which is fine. It's not that hard of a drive. Let's see. I gotta get caught up on the chat now. I'm getting behind. Let's see. Scott saying, "Hey, Virginia." Saying, "Will do, Jeff." Our home, our life. Hey, how are you guys doing? I'm glad y'all came in. That's cool. Cindy Lou who's saying hey to Virginia. Angie Sue saying hey to Scott. Cindy Lou who's saying hey to our home, our life. Kicking the country saying hello. Yeah, I'm glad that Mike and Michelle stopped in. I mean, that's cool. That's a special treat there that they have caught me on. What is this? My 3rd live show. I think this is only my 3rd one. I done. No, it's my 4th one. It's my 4th one because well, if you don't count the drive up the mountain, it's my 3rd one. But Anyhow, I'm glad they're in here. That's a treat there. Uh, Leslie saying she's seen her reflection again. No, it's cause I was grabbing her and and wanting her to. She don't want to sit up now. She sat up for a little bit, but I say they want to see you. They want to see you. Yeah, they want to see. Hey, what? What are you growling at? You lazy thing. They want to see you. They want to see you. Get up. Sit up here. Come here. You want me to get you a treat? Yeah, yeah. You quit that growling when I said the T word. Yeah, yeah. When I said the T word, you started acting better. Yeah, yeah. Uh, Fred saying hey to Mike and Michelle. Uh, Mike and Michelle's our home, our life saying hey to Cindy Lou Who. Mike and Michelle saying hey to Scott. Cindy saying hey to Angie. Mike and Michelle saying hey to Fred and Connie. Uh, Jimmy saying hey to Mike and Michelle. Angie saying hey. Our home, our life. They're saying, Mike and Michelle, they're saying hey back. Leslie says she's moody like a typical woman. Isn't she though? Being moody now. Hey, you want a treat? You want a treat? You better not be acting then. I'll get you a treat. I'll get you a treat. Yeah, I'll get you a treat. You be a good girl. I'll get you a treat. You look right up there in the camera and let everybody see you. Yeah, it's really good seeing you, Mike, Michelle, or Mike, or Michelle, or I don't know if y'all both are on here, but yeah. And I hope we get to run into each other again next year over there, where we can go out and eat or do something and be maybe even Scott and his family can be there at the same time too, and then we can all be together. Now that'd be fun. That'd be fun. I'd look forward to that. Uh, Scott saying, Mike, it blew a few flakes of snow here today. Or Michelle, tell Michelle, sorry, misread that. Yeah, it's definitely cold. Yeah, see, Mike and Michelle got her some treats when they was over there, when I got to meet them at the goat coaster. Uh, they, you know, like I said, everybody spoils Tootsie to death, and I really do appreciate it. I mean, I know everybody she meets, everybody's always got her treats or giving her something or loving on her, petting on her. I mean, I know she enjoys it too. And of course, I get all warm and fuzzy when she's getting that attention. Uh, Scott says Amber growls like that when I wake her up. Yeah, yes, man. Either waking them up or if they're wanting to lay down and go to sleep. Yeah, I mean she'll have her moments every now and again. She ain't always a good girl. I know y'all think she is, but she's not always a good girl. She has her moments. I'm not saying every day. I'm just saying she ain't always good. Uh, Leslie says, I mean, I'm always nicer if Larry offers me. Well, wait a minute, Leslie. What kind of treat are you asking for, though? I mean, you got my wheels turning now. Don't answer that either. Oh Lordy. Mike and Michelle saying did here, Scott, up north got an inch or two. Wow. So y'all got an inch or two, Mike and Michelle? That's cool. Yeah, I found out like lunchtime today that up in the mountains above me here, it snowed some. I don't know that they got much accumulation, but I did hear about the snow. Uh, hey, William Smith. Let's see. Mike and Michelle would love to meet up again, Jeff. Yeah, me too. Me too. That's what I say. If we can get it worked out where like y'all and Scott and his family and me and Tootsie and we go go do something together or whatever. Where and it don't really have to be Pigeon Forge. We can meet somewhere else that's close for all of us. Uh, but hey, William Smith, see that you're in here. How are you doing tonight? He's saying hey to everybody. Scott says, Jeff, you need to make that Helen trip. It's a blast. Well, hey, when is the next Helen trip? It won't be till next year though, right? It's not coming up soon, is it? Uh, Scott said hey to William. Leslie said, now, Jeff, you know better. That's why I was telling you not to comment. Oh, Lord, they're not to answer it. Mike and Michelle saying, hey. Fred and Cody saying, yes, Jeff, you do. We will be there as well. Yeah, I know the Helen usually draws a real big crowd. When is the next one though? Of course, I know y'all will answer me here in a minute. We didn't, but up north did. Okay, got you, Mike and Michelle. Fred and Connie saying hello. Cindy saying hey. DP Mark Jeff, are you all right? But you are just Tootsie's sidekick. Yeah, I know it. I know it. I'm just the shadow. This one here's the the star of the show. Yeah, this one here's the star of the show. I'm just in the. Y'all don't mind me. Y'all just watch her. That's why I titled this Tuesday with Tootsie. Not with Jeff, but with Tootsie. I need to teach you how to read the comments. Yeah, I need to teach you how to read the comments. Okay, yeah, I thought it was in March. I'll definitely have to plan on doing that. Let's see, March 10th. I don't think I got anything going on then because that'll be before St. Patrick's Day. My cousin is getting married the following weekend of that. So that's actually going to work out. And what I'll do, I'll either try to find a campground real close because it ought to be fairly warm by then. I either try to find a campground real close to where I can bring Tootsie, or I'll just get a La Quinta down there because I know they're all dog, pet friendly, and I'll get and do that, and then that way she can be able to come too because I know everybody's gonna want to see Tootsie. So I definitely have to have her with me. Mike and Michelle saying hey to DP. William says, I'm trying to warm up. I've been bush hogging with this north wind blowing. I know it. That wind, that's the one thing I hate. When it's cold, if that wind's blowing, that's when I'm in misery because it'll cut through you like a knife. And no joke. At least it does me. I can take 100-degree weather way better than I can take anything that's 35 and under with the wind blowing. And might even would say 40 and under, especially with the wind blowing. I can't put on enough clothes. I cannot wrap up enough. I mean, I've been in that kind of weather. I've sat and watched ball games in that kind of weather. Not pro. I don't go watch pro. Never have, and I know I never will now because I don't even watch them on TV anymore. But like high school football games and college, I'll, manage and get through it, but I'll be as bundled up as much as I can. DP Mark saying hi to Michelle and Mike. Mike and Michelle, it snowed last year and was freezing. Yeah. So it snowed around this time last year. Yeah, I've heard it snowing right there, close to Halloween before and right after. I know here last year, but I think the year before, we had that real early snow where I'm at, like 1st of December. And I know that was a early snow for us, at least for my lifetime, because it's usually we got to wait till like January or February or even March before we start seeing our snows. It's just crazy how it works, I guess. As far as where I'm at, now the mountains, they'll get it way before us. Okay, DP Mark, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you coming in. You have a good night too. Cindy Lou, who I'm just the opposite, Jeff. Too hot in Florida. Yeah, see, the heat don't bother me. The heat don't bother me a bit. Uh, Cindy saying goodnight to DP Mart. Leslie says, I love cold. I can't take off enough clothes to get cool in the summer, or I'd get in trouble, but I can bundle up nice and warm in the cold. Well, I know it's different for women, though, because y'all can't strip down like us guys can. Well, never could figure that out. But, I mean, on that note, and I mean, I know this is probably going to be wrong to say, but it ain't wrong because it's true. But I didn't know it till a few years ago. Uh, and I don't know if it's like it's everywhere or not, but I know in my town, I know Asheville for sure. Even in my town, like women, they can walk around topless and nothing can even be done about it. As long as they got their bottoms covered, they can walk around topless all day long, and law can't do a thing about it. I go figure that. Uh-oh, am I losing signal? Or my phone? I've got it now. Are y'all getting echo? Because I'm getting echo now for some reason. Uh, let's see. And it might be YouTube shutting me down. I don't know. Who knows? Let's see. Okay, yeah. Cindy saying exactly at Leslie. Fred says, check out Hearthstone Cabins and Camping in Helen. Okay, I'll check that out, Fred. I'll check that out. William Smith, I hate hot weather. I should have worn a jacket today, but I didn't have one, so I quit and went inside. Yeah, see, I like it. The warmer, the better, because I can get water, do something. And I technically, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I technically don't like working in hot weather, but I'll take it over the cold though, even if I got to work in it. Robin Niece is saying yes at the Harvey Five, so I know that's Denise talking there. So it is echoing. Okay, it's probably. Yeah, I did, Leslie. You two might have been messing with it there when I was telling that. In my town, women can walk around with nothing on up top, and they can't be nothing said about it or done about it. It's legal. I know it's legal in Asheville because that's a crazy town. That's all I'll say about that. But I didn't know you could do it here in mine, so I don't know if that's a statewide thing or county by county or what the deal is. But undoubtedly, yeah, women can do that. I haven't never seen one. The only time I've seen that happen is down in New Orleans, but that's when they're getting beads handed to them. I do know it happens in Asheville. I hadn't seen it, but I do know it happens in Asheville. Fred says signal is weaker now. I wonder. You're breaking up on my end. It's clear. Okay. Something. I don't know. I guess I had an interference or something. I mean, because I hadn't moved. The camera's still where it's at. But William says it's clear now. Scott's saying good night, DP. It was just breaking up, but you're better now. I'm moving down there where you live, by the way. Now, why you want to do that, Leslie? You're up there where you can stay nice and cool. Yeah, you come down here, you're going to be hotter versus colder. Hey, Lordy. But I understand. I'm kind of misreading that. I know what you're meaning now, though. You want to move down here so that way when it gets hot, you can strip down. Or rod run. Robin Denise or rod run. I was sort of kind of hinting around at that when I said New Orleans, with the beads. It's too hot here in the summer. Bras are sweaty. I didn't think it. Well, I mean, I know y'all can get the kind of heat that we do up north too, because I have seen it hotter and like. I mean, I know y'all don't live in Boston, but I've seen Boston be hotter than us down here in North Carolina. You know, some parts of the year or whatever. That's what's crazy. Scott says, Jeff, there's a lot that happens in Nashville that we can't let go on everywhere. There are some crazy odd people. Yeah, you're right, Scott. I'm glad you agree with me on that, Scott. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's the reason. I mean, I just don't want to, offend anybody. I don't want to do it. I wouldn't be doing it on purpose, but for the ones that know, though, they know what I'm talking about. It's just, it's different. That's all I'll say. But I mean, I'll still go to Asheville. Don't get me wrong. If I see stuff, I see stuff. If I don't, I don't. I can I can do whatever. Matter of fact, Vacation Station TV's got a video on Asheville where he talks a little about what I'm talking about, and I can't remember if he actually shows some of the stuff happening or not. But I know he definitely tells it on there. But like I say though, I mean, as long as nobody's forcing anything on me, I can hang out with whoever, do whatever. You know, I'm. I don't let. There's only maybe a handful of stuff that I just will steer completely away from. Other than that, I'm just as free and easy as I can be. You I guess that's really the only way to be. Uh, Cindy Lou, who retracted the message, so I didn't see what it said. Mike and Michelle have to go. Got to get up early. Good night, catch. Good catching you live, Jeff. Yes, thank y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. I appreciate that. I really do. And I need to get back to being on y'all's live on Thursdays nights as far as the meeting at the altar. I've been missing that. Of course, I mean, it's where I've been gone and I ain't been on. I've just now started getting back on YouTube, and it's because I'm not camping like I was. But I know that's still no excuse though either. Um, but I'll definitely try to catch y'all again on y'all's next live show and stuff. Paul Cobb says I'm back. I had a phone call. Cindy Lou, who I heard the same, Scott. My cousin moved to Raleigh because of it. Yeah, and I heard on the news where Raleigh's undoubtedly in one of the top cities now as far as is either friendly or I know I think it had to do with the drivers. Yeah, it's like the top city to be able to drive around in. Like I guess friendliest drivers, friendliest traffic, whatever you want to call it. And that kind of surprised me. It really did, to be honest with you. Cindy saying goodnight to Mike and Michelle. Jimmy saying goodnight to Mike and Michelle. And they're telling everybody else goodnight. Have a blessed week. Y'all have a blessed week also, you guys. And y'all take care. Don't work too hard tomorrow. But anyhow, yeah, I really don't have a whole lot going on between now and next Tuesday though. Other than I gotta get the camper somewhat cleaned back up. I know I need to wash it. Of course, I'm gonna wait till this weekend for the warm weather to get here, and I'll wash it then. And then I was looking out my window. I seen headlights. I thought somebody might be pulling in, but I don't ever get any visitors. I don't. Uh, other than that, I really don't have anything else going on as of right now. Like I said, today I got on YouTube and tried to catch up on a lot of videos on everybody's channel, get a lot of that watched. Because I know I'm trying to get caught up on all that. See, look who just showed up. I told you. I knew what they was doing. Y'all been out next to a fire dancing? Or no. That's right. I forgot. Dance and Teresa went to Pigeon Forge today, just for the day, to go over and look at the leaves and all that. So they're just now getting home then. Hey, how was it today, Dennis? How's the leaves still over there, like Word Valley, Pigeon Forge, and all that? Because I know it's where y'all went, or at least that's what you told me last night. Now I know you've had a long day too, and I'm sure y'all might be beat down. So I mean, if you don't want to stay on here, I completely understand. Because it's after 8:30, so y'all been gone pretty much 12 hours, I'm guessing. Everybody's saying hey to Dennis. Uh, Fred Coney says we put out a video today from our drive through Gatlinburg yesterday. Okay. I got that notification, but I hadn't watched that one yet, Fred. As far as that one there, I was watching. Something, and I can't remember now what I was watching. Oh, I was watching somebody that we don't even know or talk to. I had a video popped up that it piqued my interest, and I clicked on it, and that's what I was doing. As far as whenever I got that notification that you'd put up one. Scott says, William, the revival starts November. Okay. So I must have missed a comment or something because William. Okay. Well, yeah, William asked Scott if the revival is over, and it's not. Yeah, Scott, you're right. Asheville wants to be known as a little San Francisco. Their words, not mine. No, you're right. You're right. Yeah, I mean, if I'd have thought about that, I'd have said that little San Francisco, because that's right. That's been told on the news wherever. And then William was asking if the revival was over with, and let me get caught back up here. Because sometimes the chats, if you read them, they'll stay put, and I guess that's if I was to use the phone that I'm using for y'all to see me, if I was to do it from there. But then I feel like I'm too close, and then of course y'all can't see Tootsie because y'all can't really see her now unless I lift my leg up because she's laying back down. But there you go. But it'll usually stay put, but on my phone though it jumps, and so that's why I'm missing some comments. But anyhow, they're all saying hey to Dennis and them. But Scott was answering no that the revival is till November the 1st, where he's at. Dennis says went to Cade's Cove and it was backed up, and we had to turn around. Holy cow! So probably because of the animals and the leaves and whatever else, because Saturday was nuts up there in Banner Elk and the Linville area, because when I went up there, when I done that live drive, I got up there in the pits, and I'm telling you, traffic was awful. It was awful. So I can understand how bad it probably was at Cade's Cove. What? I got 15% left on this phone here. I need to plug it up. I can go get that charger here in a minute. And I know y'all just heard it too, because I just heard it on my phone. I'll do that in a minute. Let's see. William Smith says 735 is late for me. I was up at 4 rolling. Dang, you do get up early. William says, okay, Scott, I'll stay in touch. Paul Collin, I'll trade all your snow, Jeff, for all my Chicago snow. Chicago, New York, and all that up there, Philadelphia, I know y'all get tons of it. And when I'm saying tons, I'm meaning that, because by the time they scrape it all up and start piling it up, that's what that stuff weighs. I mean, y'all get buried. I don't even want it. I mean, when we got that 1.5 feet, I thought, boys, this is just way too much. I mean, it was pretty to look at when it first happened, but then after that, yeah, I mean, you couldn't go nowhere, and just way too much, way too much. Amanda, Tennessee is, or Amanda saying Tennessee is nice now, like Florida is so hot. Yeah, and Cindy will agree with you too, Amanda. Let's see, have you been on here before, Amanda? I, I think you have. I think I recognize the profile picture, but I'm not real sure. But hey, thanks for coming in. Thanks for stopping in. Uh, Cindy says, "Sad Scott, Asheville was so nice," and it was. Asheville was nice decades ago, but and it still is in a lot in some areas. I was getting to say a lot, but I changed it. In some areas, it's still all right to go. Because I mean, like I said, it ain't been too long since I've been in Asheville, but other than that, though, yeah, it's not looking good as far as future wise. Cindy Boo says, or no, Dennis says, we went up the mountain, tent dropped fast, traffic stopped. We turned around and found out it was snowing on top. Oh yeah, I'm sure it was, because the news was jawing about how it's snowing up there. Dennis says we just ate and just got back. Teresa and Beth loved the colors, so there was a lot of colors still over there as far as on the leaves and stuff. Well, that's good. Cindy Lou who says exactly, Amanda. Are you from Florida? She's asking Amanda. William Smith says there used to be a place near Asheville, North Carolina, that made plywood. I think. Are you talking about in Canton there, William? Is that what you're? Because I know, like where I'm at, the place that made particle board here, where I'm at, was called, or made plywood, was called particle board, and it was Broyhill. But of course, there's no more Broyhill anymore. That younger generation got a hold of it, and you know, money instead of loyalty. And this was back in the '90s or early 2000s, and they sent that mess overseas and sold the business off. And I guess they're sitting at home and enjoying the lap of luxury or whatever, because it hurt our business as far as what we did. And when they shut all them furniture factories down and stuff. Uh, let's see. Amanda saying yes, she's near Miami. Amanda saying hi to Cindy. William Smith. Any of y'all know where it might be? I'm wondering. That's what I say, William. I don't know if it's the one in Canton you're talking about. I'm not real sure. I just know I knew where the one was where I live that used to make the plywood and stuff. Dennis is saying hello to everybody. Cindy saying hey to Amanda and all of Florida. Amanda, it's the first time I caught you live. Okay. I knew I recognized your name and profile. You've commented on my videos. That's what it is. It's just your first time being in live. Well, I'm glad you stopped in. I appreciate it. Dennis is saying, hey, man, I found your channel through the Smoky Mountain. Okay. Got you. I think you told me that too. I forgot about that. Yeah. Eric and Brittany and their youngins, that's a real nice family. And they spoil this one here to death whenever I meet up with them. And I'm actually supposed to be with them right there, right around Halloween. Me and Tootsie supposed to get up with them. At least that's the game plan. Is it cutting out again? It might be. Yeah, I need to go plug up this phone too so I don't lose y'all. Yeah, I heard it breaking up again. Jim, hold on, Jimmy. All right, here, hold on. Let me plug this phone up. I've dropped mine. Let me go plug this phone up right quick before it loses its signal or dies. You sit in the chair, Toots. You sit in the chair. All right, I'm back. Let me get this. Let me get this plugged up. All right. Come on, Toots. Get up here. Come on. You want me to get you a treat? You want me to get you a treat? Get up here. Come on. All right, let me get caught back up here. Dennis said the leaves will probably be gone soon. Yeah, the wind and the rain I know hurt it this weekend. From what live shot I saw on my side, a lot of the color has already gotten gone as far as up on the mountaintops. William says, not sure, Jeff. It was down a 2-lane road in the mountains. It was high dollar stuff. Yeah. Well, none of that stuff was cheap, William. Amanda, North Carolina is good also, but I don't get to go there very often. Cindy saying, glad you found Jeff at Amanda. Scott saying, I'm not sure, William. There used to be several furniture factories around. Canton still has that stinking paper factory. Yeah. You know when you go through Canton, you smell it. And that's right quick, because I know I got to get caught up on these chats. There's another paper mill that's down in South Carolina right near Rock Hill. And some of y'all might know where I'm talking about. And every time we go to the beach, we go right by it. Well, here the past, it started happening last year, probably right around summertime of last year. The darn local news out of Charlotte down there started reporting that people started complaining about that smell and this and that. So they started doing investigations on them and just causing a big stink, no pun intended. Now, seriously, I ain't really being funny there. But just stirring up a hornet's nest. And because I got so mad that I got on the news station's Facebook page or whatever, and I said, boys, I don't know why y'all are reporting this smell and this and that. I said, us older generation know that smell has been there for a long, long, long time. And the only reason y'all are reporting the smell now and raising ruckus about it is because you got these youngins, this young generation in here just griping and complaining about every little thing. I know exactly that's the reason why it was making the news and stuff. I mean, anybody with a brain could have figured that out and stuff. I get it. If you've never been there and you don't know it and you smell something like it, you're gonna, gripe and complain. But what I'm not griping about that part as much as you want to get the news involved or whoever. Josh and Stacy's went live undoubtedly. I guess, or I got a notification. But anyhow, they were just, complaining about it because I was sitting there, I knew that place had been there for years. If you don't want to smell it, you shouldn't have moved there or shouldn't have built or whatever. Because you never hear on the news about Canton as far as on the news over here where I'm at. Now, Asheville news might report it, but who knows. Anyhow, I'll quit rambling and get back to the chat. Cindy says, glad family. Okay, y'all read that. And then Scott, let's see. Yeah, same here, Cindy. I mean, every time I go around, but it don't bother me because I know I'm going to smell it because I'll look at Tootsie and tell her she ought to be ashamed of herself. Lordy. Yeah, Ethan Allen was up there. Scott, you're right about that. I know Brohill was up there too. I don't know if they was up that far. But didn't you have, I think Lane Venture maybe was another one. And a couple others, I think. Paul says it's good now, talking about Signal. Ethan Allen was the best, Scott. That's all my aunt bought. William Smith says, I used to run flatbed all up and down the east in 1990, 1994. That's how long it's been. Yeah, I know it. That's, as a matter of fact, 95 would have been whenever I started, knowing the furniture industry and all that good stuff as far as delivering to them and, getting to know them businesses and that type of stuff. Cindy Lou says, sounds better, kicking it country. Lord, yes, Cindy. And we played Pisgah High School football, and their field was right across from that paper factory. Now, I didn't know that. I knew Pisgah was up there, but I didn't know it was right near that paper factory. Yeah, I bet that was tough to sit through. And I guess people get used to it. And I guess same reason, like say over at Pigeon Forge and even here where I live, anytime you're near them uh, landfills, that's bad smell. But people live right near them, and I guess they just get used to the smell. Who knows? That one over at Pigeon Forge, boys. When I rode that road just to take a shortcut, I caught a whiff of that, buddy, and I dang near passed out in the car. I said, "Yeah, I won't do this again." I mean, it was that bad. Usually, stuff it takes a lot to bother me. That was pretty rough. I mean, I'm not talking bad about Pigeon Forge. I'm just saying that landfill, though. I don't see how people live next to that one. See me, Lou, who's responding to Scott there. Yeah, Fred. Yeah, paper mills do smell, Fred and Connie. Scott says, I worked 5 years at Ethan Allen before they shut down. Yeah. Yeah, I know it. I mean, ain't that sad how they shut all these furniture factories down? I mean, now Bernhardt over here where I'm at, they're still going strong. I mean, they're still, family owned too. So that family went crazy yet and sold out. So they're still hanging in there pretty good. They've got quite a few plants here, in Lenore. Amanda says, I tried Aunt Granny's restaurant at Dollywood, but I was unimpressed with the food. It was dry. I don't know. I don't know if I ate it. I don't know if I ate at that one or not. I know I think I ate at the cafe, tried it. Right there near the lightning rod and where you drive the cars, the old timey cars like the Corvettes and Thunderbirds and stuff like that. Whatever that restaurant was called. I remember eating at that one. William Smith says we have a paper mill near us. It's about 20 miles away, and Bogalusa. I can't. Some words I can't pronounce, so I apologize, and I don't care to admit it. But he's talking about near town where he lives, and when the wind is right, we smell it. I used to work at it and got used to it, and I can understand that, and I think that's how people can live near places like that. You acquire the smell, if you want to put it in them words. I can definitely understand that and stuff. Like I say, I mean, I know when I go by the paper mills, I know what smells are coming my way, and I just, it don't bother me, but I still smell it. Yeah, poor Tootsie can't defend herself. But she can't. She gives me that sad look though when I say that to her every time. Scott says the smell of mills and factories are something that you have to get used to. People have to work and make a living. Yeah, I know that you're right. You're right on that. And I wasn't meaning as far as work wise. I was meaning as far as moving and building a house or buying a house that's near something that smells. You don't want to start complaining about something if you haven't lived there or been there and you hadn't done your research, and you go in and start griping and complaining because you start smelling something and want to, gripe about it or whatever. That's more or less what I was meaning. But no, you're right on as far as, if we didn't have people that could handle them smells, then who would be picking up our trash, or who would be, cleaning out commodes, things of that nature. And yeah, I mean, that's the real workers there in my mind. as far as the ones that can handle stuff like that. I give them props. Fred says we have chicken processing plant near us. The way the wind blows will make you feel sick. Yeah, and see, and when I go through the country and stuff, I would smell the chicken houses and stuff like that. I never did. I mean, it don't smell good, but it didn't bother me, to where it made me, feel sick or anything. But of course, now it'd be one of them deals though where if I had to smell that all the time, yeah, I'd have to either get used to it or mosey on somewhere else. I wouldn't gripe about it though or nothing. I'd just go somewhere else. William Smith says the smell is the liquor that breaks down the paper. Yeah, is that right? I heard it was the pulp. That's the first I heard about the liquor part, William. I heard it's something to do with the pulp or whatever, and the wood that is what's creating that smell. I could be wrong too, or I could have got told wrong. Is what I'm saying. Who knows? Cindy says, "Yikes, Fred." Amanda says the Morton Tunnel could be decorated with Halloween themes now. Well, that's cool. William Smith said, "Yes, Fred. There's a lot of those in Missouri's Sanders Farm and Laurel. It stinks, and I'm sure it does." Amanda says, "But it's likely too dangerous." Yeah, I mean, the tunnel, I could see how that might be. Yeah, I got the notification on that phone, Dennis, that Joshy's live now. And I guess he didn't pay no attention on Tommy's chat last night, because I know I mentioned it on theirs that I was going to go live tonight. Or, but I mean, it don't matter though. All y'all can go live. Like I said, I can sit here and talk to myself. I mean, I won't, but I'm just saying I can. But it definitely can be just me and Tootsie, and whether it's one person in here or 100, don't matter to me. I'll talk to whoever wants to talk. So the liquor breaks down the paper, making the pulp. Okay, got you, William. I knew there's something to do with the pulp. Jimmy says, I remember driving past the paper mill going to Florida. See, and I don't remember one down that way. As far as going towards Florida. Yeah, I know, Sandy. I got on this phone here, it dropped down and it said Josh and Stacy were live. I'll get off here, and that way we can go over to their channel, because I've been on an hour and a half now, or close to it. Yeah, pretty much an hour and a half. Fred says he does that. Fred Connie saying, hey to Jim, and Jimmy saying, hey to Fred and Connie. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, I've got to talk for an hour and a half, so yeah, I mean, if everybody else is all right with it, I'll go ahead and jump off here. And hey, Ed, I appreciate you coming in. Joshy and Stacy's live now, and I think we're all going to head over to his channel. Somebody shoot me a comment right quick if you want me to stay on, or if everybody is wanting to go to Joshy. It's Paul. It's called Joshy and Stacy. That's their YouTube channel name, and they'll be live. Josie and then Stacy, Stacy. If I've spelled all that right. A lot of us that's on here, you'll see us on their live. You're welcome, Paul. Hojo, I appreciate that. I'll tell you, Tootsie's laying down here on the floor now. I'll tell her that you send her love and hugs and stuff. William, okay, I appreciate it, William. But like I said, though, who all's in here, if y'all want to go over to Joshy and Stacy's live, shoot over there. because I know that's where I'm going to go. But like I said, I appreciate everybody coming in tonight and chit chatting with me and saying hey to Tootsie and all that good stuff. Uh, DJI is still around. You just won't see him on Vacation Station TV channel anymore. But he's liable to come in mine one day. I know he comes on TME's every now and again. He'll come into Joshy and Stacy's live shows every now and again. Still, he's probably doing something else now. Probably found him something else to keep him occupied. I mean, not real sure. I don't text him or nothing. I mean, he's got my number, I got his, but that's about really all I know, to be honest with you. Wait a minute, Scott's dropping a link. Yeah, Jim said he's going to Joshy's, which that's fine. I mean, we'll all go over to Joshy's, and if y'all want to go on now, that's fine, because I'll kill this here in just a few minutes. Scott's going to drop a link. Fred says, well, it's Tootsie's live stream after all. Yeah, it's Tootsie's live stream. That's right. But she's laying down here on the floor and stuff. Okay, see, I hadn't ever been, I guess, near that part in Florida. Yeah, okay. Scott, thank you, Scott. That's why, and pretty much all y'all are going to end up having the Blue Wrench. I'll just be honest with you, because everybody that's usually in here I know. But Scott's dropped the link to Joshy and Stacy's channel there for you, Paul, if you're still in here. And Amanda says maybe I can find out from Google. But yeah, let me get Tootsie here right quick. We'll tell you guys bye. We'll go over to Josh and Stacy's, and we'll get on their channel and pounce on them. See what kind of trouble we can stir up. Tootsie, tell them bye. Tell them thanks for coming in tonight and chit chatting with us and stuff. Tell them thanks and everything. There you go. That way they can see you call it better. And next Tuesday, I don't know if it'll be 7:30 again, but I'll try to do next Tuesday. That's the day that I go over to Pigeon Forge. So depending on what all I can get worked out and how quick I can do everything, I'll try to go live Tuesday. But more than likely, I will be live Tuesday, but it might be at a different time. And that's sort of kind of a hint, and that's all I'll say about that. So if I don't see y'all between now and then, though, everybody have a good week, and we'll see you next time. Say bye. Tell them bye. Good night, all.